Good morning, friends. Today we are going to study the introduction of cost accounting. Introduction of cost accounting. Now, my dear friends, please tell me, where does this cost accounting come from? Cost accounting, it is nothing but it's a branch of science. It's a branch of accounting. Of the three major branches, there are three major branches. One is financial accounting, another is management accounting, and third is cost accounting. In financial accounting, only the business transactions are recorded. Business transactions of buying and selling. The day-to-day transactions which we do in the regular business. In the management accounting, we have the transactions which are required only by the management team, that is by the managers. And third is related to cost accounting. Now, cost accounting, in this, it is actually which is required for the internal management. Now, internal management, which may comprise of different managers who are working in the production department, mainly who deal with the production department. Now, it may be also required for the financial department. Now, why does this financial and this production department requires this statement? Now, there are different kinds of cost statements which are made. Cost statements are made. Why these cost statements are useful? Now, cost statement gives us the different kind of costs which are required for the production of different things. For example, if you are producing a car. Now, car requires what? What does the car requires? First, it will require all different kind. First, it will require the design to be made by the car, made of a car. Second, it might require the different raw materials which are useful. Third, it requires the different workers who are going to work in industry and design a car. Fourth, it might require an industry where the production work will go. So all these blah 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 blah, so many things we require for the production of car. Now, the different costs are there. We have different costs. Different costs are required for this. For example, this design may require 10 rupees. Raw material might require 5 rupees. Workers may require 2 rupees. Industry may require 3 rupees. And making the total of all this cost, for example, 20 rupees. Now, the margin of 5 rupees would be added. This is nothing but the margin, or you can say the profit which the businessman keeps, and he will sell it for 25 rupees. So this is nothing but the selling price. The industry requires this kind of statements. The statements which are called as cost statements. We also, it refers it as cost sheets. every production industry. Now, production in the sense, for example, I'll give you different kind of examples. I'll give you different kind of examples where this cost sheets are required. For example, you may have a brick industry also, where the per unit is measured in different bricks. It is nothing but an output costing, what you say, nothing but an output costing. Second, we have coal. In coal industry also we require the output is measured in tonnages, and it is nothing but same as output costing. Third, you can also have road construction, where road construction it is measured in kilometers. It is nothing but the output, where what we are discussing is nothing but the units of cost. Fourth, we have advertising. For example, advertising industry, as per the job. For example, as the job in YouTube pays money for advertising, or you can have TV ads also. Also, there in advertising industry also requires this cost sheets to be prepared. Now we have interior designing also. Interior designing people also requires the cost sheets to be prepared. Now, how the interior decoration can be measured? It may be required as per the job. How the job is there. For example, if it has a big industry interior designing, or a big hall interior designing, measured as per the job. We can have a ready-made garments also, which can be measured in different numbers. For example, different 10 garments are made. Or we can have toys also. Toys are also measured in number. This is toys industry also. We can have tires industry also, where, for example, MRF, TVS, these tires which are made in batches. So this is nothing but a batch costing. So the batch costing sheet is prepared for this. Then we can have pharmaceuticals industry, where we can measure in strips. When you go to purchase any kind of medicine, for example, Saradon, you ask for, give me 10 strips of Saradon. So the pharmaceutical measured in strips. So this is nothing but a batch costing, where the production takes place in batches. Or you can have a bus service also. Now, bus service, which can be a straight transport service, or different kind of buses which are running here, they charge as per the kilometers. These people charge. Let me change the name so that it can be suitable. They charge as per the kilometers. So this is nothing but an operational costing. We have different examples of operational costing, like education industry. It depends how. Now, education is measured as per the student per hour. Means how many hours the students sit and listen to the lectures. So education industry can be measured as per the education, as per the student per hour. And we have electricity. Now, electricity, how it is calculated, it is nothing but in kilowatt per hour. So it is again an example of operational costing. I will tell you another industry which is related to process costing. In process costing, we do different kind of processes. On petrochemicals, for example, I will say how it comes under process costing. Petrochemical, we have the first product as kerosene, second product as petrol, third product as diesel. So this is nothing but a process costing. As we do different kind of process, different products are formed. We have steel industry also. As for the raw materials, the products are designed. Then we have sugar industry. sugarcane. First there is sugarcane, then we have mali, what we call that brown sugar, and this sugarcane industry, which is also related to the process costing industry. We have now, for example, I will tell you another example. There is a multiple costing industry. Multiple costing example of multiple costing is automobiles, which I gave you example of in a car. This multiple costing arises because for example, if you purchase a Hero motorcycle, it has got 11,000 to 12,000 different kind of vendors who come and assemble the product, and according to this the costs are determined. It's nothing but it can be per unit, per batch. The costing is determined per unit, you can say per batch. Another example which forms under the multiple costing category is nothing but furniture industry. The furnitures, for example, we prepare in furnitures we prepare different kind of sofa sets. We prepare different kinds of good looking kitchens. We look for and preparing chairs. We look for preparing stools, different kinds. So as for the unit or batch, it falls under multiple costing. So even we have, like in automobile sector, we have the bicycle industry also, which falls under multiple costing. So basically we have got a cost, and any cost there is nothing but a full category called as material. Second category which forms, that's nothing but a classification of that. Second category we have for labor which requires for the production of that material, and third there is nothing but an expenses, different kind of expenses which can be direct as well as indirect. Now this costing, this is nothing but a classification of the cost. Now we have cost centers also. This can be categorized as indirect as well as direct cost. Now how? Direct expenses are purely related to the direct laborers which work for the actual production of the material, and there are employees like the supervisors, the managers, then we have managers, then we have CEO, there is MD, or different kind of accountants and sales marketing people which are related to the indirect employees. These are nothing but indirect employees. And the direct which falls, this is the laborers who are really related to the production of the equipments which we see in the industry. Now materials. What are direct materials and indirect materials? Direct material is for example, the material which is required as a raw material. The raw material, for example, for the production of the raw material. For example, if you are producing a pen, then you will require a still. Now, still is nothing but a direct raw material. And for example, the packaging material. The packaging material is nothing but an indirect material which is required for the packaging of the pen, the packaging of the pen. So we have here different expenses. Now I'll tell you what are the direct and indirect expenses. Now direct expenses which are made for the final finishing of from where the product starts. For example, the product starts till the product finishes. Finish. There, whatever might be the expenses are nothing but the direct expenses. And indirect expenses are nothing but which are indirectly related. For example, the advertising of the product, which would be helpful for selling of the product, is nothing but an indirect expense. So thank you. Hope you have liked the basic lecture of cost accounting. Thank you and hope you look future. And my website is MyCodeGuru.